this is I'm all in. I'm all in. This is my shot right now. I feel like I've worked my entire life for this opportunity, and and preparation's been good. I feel good, feel confident.
Because I'm just focused on being sharp. I mean, my coaches, I'm grounded. It's all about working on my skills, keeping everything basic, and not trying to look at the bright lights and get scared by it. I'm ready to rise to the occasion, and every day I practice for it.
Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas for UFC 195 alongside Andrei Arlovski, Carlos Condit, Irish Joe Duffy, welterweight champion Robbie Lawler, Stipe Miocic, Dustin Poirier. You smell fantastic, by the way.
Like always.
Always. What is that cologne? I love it.
Hermes.
You always impress me. You always step up your game every time I see you.
Try to do my best.
If it's all said and done, this fight doesn't happen, can you say that you're a UFC champion, or did you need that real one to validate your career?
I'm proud of what I've done in the sport. I've come farther than I ever thought. I was just a kid looking at a phone book trying to do some martial arts when I first started this thing, and now I'm competing on the highest levels against the best guys in the world. So, anything above that is a icing on the cake. I have the belt. It's up in my son's room. I mean, it's cool, but for the history books, for everybody else, this definitely helps cement my legacy.
Is a part of you looking forward to not thinking about Dustin Poirier anymore? Because it feels like we've been talking about this fight for a long time.
I can't say I really think about Dustin anyway. It's weird, like fighting. I'm only thinking about me, and I don't really, you don't put a face to the body really. You just kind of doing your thing. You think about the styles. You think about your own techniques, improving. So I can't say I thought too much about Dustin. I'm looking forward to getting back to the gym and being able to eat some more. Not dieting, and just being able to relax and enjoy my training. After this fight, I'm gonna have a bit of time. There's a few things I want to work on, and I just want to bring my game to the next level. So it'd be nice to have a few months where I can relax, enjoy my training without the stress of being in camp.
Right. There seems like a lot of pressure on both you and Carlos' shoulders going into this fight, not because of who needs to win, but because there are such high expectations for this fight. Like, people are expecting this crazy war with blood and things like that. Do you feel like you have to live up to all of that?
No, I'm just gonna go out there and fight the way I fight, and that's what I always do. And I don't really. There's no pressure on me to be me. I think there'd be pressure on me if I was out trying to be somebody that I wasn't.
Right. So there's been this trend lately of guys, playing out the contract. Are you going to look to do that as well, or do you want to, re-sign before the contract is up?
I don't want to go anywhere. I like the UFC, but I need to make a living and make money. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll get the win Saturday. Hopefully we come to terms and everything's smooth sailing, man. But we'll see what happens after that.
By the way, great tweet there. That guy talking smack about you, and then you respond.
Yeah, I got a fan now.
You continue to raise the bar on Twitter.
I try, right?
Now try to do it in the fight.
Thanks, man. No pressure now, right?
Thank you, Stipe. It's UFC 195 on pay-per-view this Saturday. It's Robbie Lawler versus
Carlos Condit.
Carlos Condit for the welterweight title. Yay!
Like, I need to go where I had butterflies getting ready for sparring sessions and stuff. Cowboy was getting ready for a southpaw. Condit was getting ready for a southpaw. Kyle Noak was getting ready for Peter Sabota, who's a southpaw. So I was like the hot girl at Jackson's for about 3 weeks. Every time there's a sparring round, they're like, southpaw, you're next. I want you. Oh, I want you first. I'm like, so those are my rounds. How can I not get better?
もうそうだね、もう1年以上ずっと試合ができなくって、でもう今回の試合でもう成長できてなかったら、どっちにしろ この先上には上がれないと思うから、もうここで負けたら本当にやめるぐらいの覚悟できてて、とにかく勝ってここで勢いづけることができたから、それが本当に良かった。
He had a whole year off, and he had that time to hone his skills and get better. So if he wasn't able to, improve from last fight, he was even thinking about quitting, retiring from MMA, because there's no way he's going to be able to get any better if he couldn't improve in that here blank. So he's very glad that he got the W.
As much as I want to say I feel fantastic, I think that was a great performance. I'm being told it was a great performance. I felt slow, I felt some hiccups, some mental profanities, and so I thought I looked stupid, but definitely got to watch some film. And I love hearing other people saying that they enjoyed it. So I fight for the fans, and if the fans absolutely love the performance, then I'm truly satisfied.
There is a little bit of controversy about the scorecards. In your mind, did you have any doubts that you'd pick up the win when you were waiting for the decision?
You know what? I didn't know. I didn't get hit in the face by him, and I'm pretty sure I broke his nose. So I know I did more visible damage. He scored those takedowns, but he didn't do any damage, and I threw up that armbar. I fought to finish him, and I think he fought to win, or to not lose, and you can't do that in the UFC. People don't want to see that. I don't want to fight like that. We don't get paid to do that. So I know I threw some sloppy punches, but I was trying to take his head clean off, and then I didn't think he was trying to do the same thing, and that's why I think I won that fight.
You won. I don't know how to pronounce her name. You won. You won Jacek. Wow, what a talented striker she is. But I have no fear of going into the canvas with her. I would love to go toe to toe with her and really compare our styles. And yeah, I'm in the UFC now. I want the belt now.
Yeah, I thought his boxing was going to be good, and it was. I knew he had a good ground game, a lot of submissions on his record. I executed the game plan me and my coaches had. I stayed in his face, put him against the fence, and grinded on him, got him tired, and that was the game plan. Yeah, when I got off the stool for the second round, I couldn't breathe at all through my nose. I just got back from the hospital. It was broken in 2 spots. So, I just did what I had to do, took him down and took advantage of that.
What do you think makes sense next for you?
I think there's a lot of fights out there that make sense, man. My goal was to crack the top 10 last year. That didn't happen with the fight falling out. Hopefully I'll be up there now. And I want top 10 opponents.
Well, I was very, very surprised with his top game control. And every time I wanted to do something, my face was against the cage. He had great cage control. He did really, really good job at that. I was very impressed. I've grappled a lot of very, very high-level grapplers, and he definitely had the best pressure I've ever grappled with in my life. It was very surprising. Honestly, when I fought Hin and Brow, I was caught in an arm triangle, and looking back on that a bunch of times, I just wish that I would have just freaked out and just done anything I possibly can and just passed out instead of tapping, So I got total flashbacks as soon as I caught me in an arm triangle. So as soon as my air started to go away, dude, I was just like, I'm either passing out or I'm taking this guy's back. And I'm just going, and I ended up getting it.
We always have a game plan for everyone, and pretty much what I said happened. We said we're going to take him to deep waters. He's someone that gasses out. And I have a lot of gas in the tank, so in the third round, that's when I felt that I had to turn it up and finish it. And even if you hear it in the third round from Henner coaching me with James, he said that, hey, man, he goes, this is it. He's in deep water. Finish him. And we did.
I know you can't go be a different person, but have you made any kind of a decision that you want to try to be more outspoken? Was this?
I guess. I don't know. I think I'm a funny guy. My friends think I'm funny. I don't know what to say. I'm a fireman. I like fighting. It's fun.
I thought Carlos Condit, fought the fight of his life tonight. I don't know if you saw what I just tweeted, the percentages of significant strikes thrown. Carlos Condit threw 500 significant strikes tonight. It's crazy. And I had it 3-2, Condit. But I'm not a judge, so nobody probably gives a shit what I think, but that's how I had it. And, much respect for Robbie. He needed to come out and do what he did in the 5th round. And one of the greatest rounds I think you will ever see in a fight. It was an amazing fight. Congrats to both guys, and we'll see how this thing plays out and what happens.
Yeah, I want to always put my foot on the gas. Condit's tough. Everyone I've been fighting for the last 2 years is tough. I mean, I'm just going out there trying to knock someone's head off and get a quick victory, but for some reason these guys won't stay down. Carlos is so tough. I feel like I hit him with some big shots, and he kept coming and throwing knees. I mean, he's tough. It's just a testament to the kind of fighter he is. He showcased who he is, and he's everything everyone said he was.
Ariel Helwani post-fight at UFC 195 alongside Brandon Gibson, one of Carlos Condit's coaches who's in his corner tonight. In your heart of hearts, do you think Carlos did enough to win that fight?
I do. You know, when the fight was over, I thought we had 1, 3, and 4 solid. 5 was a barn burner. 2 was definitely Robbie's round, but I thought we did enough to take the belt from the champion. And, you know, regardless, I'm proud of how Carlos fought, and he left everything in there tonight.
So it seems like the third round is the one that people are split on. And I know it's fresh, but why do you think you guys did enough to win that round?
You know, I've just heard even from Fight Metrics punch stats that Carlos drastically outstruck Robbie in that round. Significant strikes. And not just that round, the fight overall. I thought Carlos, just his footwork, his range, significant strikes. We were hurting him to the head, to the legs, to the body. But, you know, going to that 4th round, I thought we were up 2-1.
How close are you to retiring? How close is this to being your last fight?
Could be. There's a good possibility this is my last fight. This was my last fight.
Would you be okay with walking away after such a close fight like that?
Fuck yeah. You know, I'm happy with what I've done in my career. I've come farther than I ever imagined that I would in the sport. You know, I've always fought my ass off, and tonight was no different. Yeah, you know, I lost, didn't go my way, but you know, I fought the way I always fight, and I'm proud of myself. So yeah, I could go out, but I mean, we'll have to see. I don't know. You know, I just always go out there and fight my ass off, and people appreciate it. And yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Thank you, Carlos. Congrats on an amazing performance.
Thanks, buddy.